Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. In this video, I drew Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon is by far my favorite game ever for many reasons. One being that it's just so beautiful looking. The biomes, the environments, the architecture, all the things, it's just so beautiful and it transports you to this whole world and it's so cool. And the music is so, I'm not saying the music is so compelling and it really immerses you more into the world. And if that wasn't enough, the story itself is super compelling. It's so interesting and you just learn bizarre things that are just, you wouldn't have expected to happen. Like, because the game takes place thousands of years from now. And it's interesting because how you start playing and how it's set up, you think you would be farther back before more developed and industrialized civilization. But when you learn about all the things that happen with the machines taking over and the whole world getting destroyed by them and the whole everything that happens to civilization beforehand, no one knows what happens. They just died and they're referred to as the old ones. And you just walk through all these buildings, which it's really cool to see places that either I've been to or I've seen in America, but crumbling with decay and covered in plants. It's really fascinating. Oh my gosh, a piece of my tonic fell. Anyways, and the machines are so cool. And most of them are based off of actual animals, including dinosaurs, which is also really cool. I really think that's a fun little thing because I love dinosaurs. I also love all the different tribes because you can really see the individual qualities of each tribe. Like in Zero Dawn, there's the Oseram, Karja, Banuk, and the Nora. Given that your character that you play as Aloy is from the North, you see that tribe the most for the beginning of the game. I really like how each of the tribes is really different from each other. The Karja are the most advanced with their grand architecture and their beautiful, very tasteful clothing made of a lot of silks and very distinguished looking. The Banuk have more cold weather outfits with lots of furs and teals and blues for living up in the mountains. And the Oseram have thicker, heavier clothing with a lot of metal work woven into them for protection. And also they work in the forge and are renowned for their metalwork and making weapons and things of that sort. And the Nora kind of just exist in their own little area. I don't know how to describe their clothing. Their clothing isn't really made for any certain environment. It just kind of is. But throughout the games, I always wear Karja outfits because I think they look the best and really cool and very pretty. But one thing I also love are all the different characters that you meet. I have quite a few favorites because there are a lot of characters who are with you throughout the entire game that aren't just side quests or errands. There's one character who is from the same tribe as Aloy, and he's a very close friend that you gain on your whole journey throughout the game. One thing I think is really cool is how all of the first game, Aloy gains friends, but she does mostly everything on her own to progress the main storyline. But in Forbidden West, she accepts help and gives everyone a focus. The thing that she got when she was a tiny, small child that allows her to, which allows you to scan machines and scan the environment and see things that no one else can see, which I think is really cool. But she really opens up and really allows her friends to help her do things instead of just doing all of it herself. Which, speaking of Forbidden West, I haven't made much progress, having only started playing early this month, July. So I'm less than 30% the way through, but I'm loving it. There's new machines, new characters that you get to meet, the new tribes, which are very different from the ones in Zero Dawn. And it's cool to play on the PS5 because the graphics are so much better and crisper and clearer. Not that they weren't super good on the PS4, but they're just even better on the PS5. But Forbidden West does have a lot more that can be done, and there's a lot of aspects that are new and bring more challenges in to your experience, so it's difficult and more challenging than the first game, which is cool. You gotta take more time to do things. It's not as fast, because obviously if it was the same as the last game, I'd probably get it done faster. It's definitely more difficult. and you have to do a lot more just to get certain things done. For example, one cool aspect of the game is that you can basically make machines your friends by overriding them, but in the new game, you have to do a bunch of extra steps just to be able to make them your friends, besides just overriding the place where they're made, which is not fun at all. But overall, both are really beautiful games, and I love them. And I just really wanted to draw Aloy. Let me know in the comment games that you guys like to play, or if any of you do happen to play Horizon already. That'd be really cool. But that's all for this one. I hope you all have a blessed day, and peace out.